I declare open a congregation for the conferment of honorary degrees and the presentation of graduates. Please be seated. Well, a very warm welcome and good afternoon to everybody here today. My name is Wyn Morgan, and I'm Vice President of Education at the University of Sheffield. And it's my wonderful privilege to be presenting and presiding here today at this wonderful ceremony, where we will be celebrating the hard work and achievements of all these superb students in front of me here this morning. Now, by their very nature, these are formal events, and the formality is represented in the dress that we wear, the people who are on the stage, the people who join us and celebrate today's event. But it shouldn't be a solemn event. It should be about celebration. So for those of you at the back and at the sides and at the top, as your loved ones go across the stage, please feel free to have a whoop and a cheer and give them a loud clap, okay? Absolutely. And as for everybody else here at the front, I know what you're thinking. You're very nervous about walking across this stage. Don't be nervous. It's your moment. It's your moment to celebrate. It's not that far to walk across the stage. Just take your time. In all the years I've been doing this, nobody has ever tripped. Yet. But don't worry. If you do, I'm here to catch you. So don't worry. Just enjoy it. Have a good time and enjoy today's wonderful celebration. Before we begin, though, I'm going to ask Her Excellency Kate Smith, the British Ambassador to Greece, to address the congregation. Thank you.
Provost and Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Valentine, Principal, Mr. Ververidis, Mayor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me to participate in today's graduation and honorary degree ceremonies of the International Faculty of Sheffield University here in Thessaloniki, which has a very special place in my heart. In a sense, I consider myself a kind of informal alumna of City College. 2 years ago, before I took up my duties as ambassador in Athens, I spent the greater part of my day for a month on the premises of City College, learning modern Greek. And without exaggeration, those weeks were one of the best experiences of my life. Thank you, Yanis, and all of your staff for helping make that possible. And just to show you that the hours I spent in that office in Proxenu Koromila were not entirely wasted, I hope our friends from the UK and from abroad will indulge me if I say a few words at the beginning in Greek in honor of one of today's very distinguished honorees, Mayor Yannis Boutaris. As you will know, just this week, Mayor Boutaris announced his decision that the completion of his current term of office next May would put a seal on his remarkable career in local government here in Thessaloniki. Κύριε Δήμαρχε, θα ήθελα να προσθέσω δύο από τα δικά μου λόγια ανάμεσα στα πολλά που υπόθηκαν τις τελευταίες μέρες για σας και για την Θεσσαλονίκη. Δεν είμαι Θεσσαλονικιά, ούτε ζω εδώ ώστε να ξέρω λεπτομέρειες για την καθημερινή ζωή στην πόλη, ούτε για τα προβλήματα και τις προκλήσεις που αντιμετωπίζουν ο Δήμος και οι πολίτες εδώ. Ξέρω όμως ότι για μένα, όπως και για πολλούς άλλους συμπατριώτες μου και πραγματικά για χιλιάδες ανθρώπους που δεν είναι Θεσσαλονικείς, το πρόσωπο σου που ταυτίζεται και εκπροσωπεί μια πόλη ανοιχτή, φιλόξενη και πολύ πιο ενδιαφέρουσα και σύνθετη από ό,τι την ήθελαν λανθασμένοι αντιλήψεις και στερεότυπα πολλών χρονών. Νομίζω ότι αυτή η κληρονομιά είναι πολύτιμη τόσο για τους Θεσσαλονικείς όσο και για όλους εμάς τους ξένους που αγαπάμε την Θεσσαλονίκη. And ladies and gentlemen, not being a Thessalonian, it's not for me to seek to sum up Mayor Boutaris's achievements across the full range of his responsibilities as mayor, nor do we have time. But allow me perhaps as a diplomat to recognize his achievement as an international ambassador for his city. The mayor has made it a major objective for the city to regain its historic role in the Balkans as a key economic, commercial, and cultural player. This is certainly an ambition which the United Kingdom fully and strongly supports and wants to be part of. And Mayor Boutaris has also made it a priority to link and open up present-day Thessaloniki to its rich historical past, in order, as the mayor himself likes to say, to fulfill a self-evident obligation of the city to the various communities that lived here, but first and foremost to its own history. And I feel honored that in the last few years, the United Kingdom has been able to collaborate in this task with the municipality and the city's universities and communities in remembering and honoring the memory and sacrifices of the city's Jewish community, the city's role in the First World War, the fire of 1917, and many other occasions when our two countries stood side by side. Mr. Mayor, thank you for your cooperation, imagination, and inspiration. Provost, Principal, ladies and gentlemen, let me now turn to the object of today's ceremony, another object of today's ceremony, but not without leaving Mayor Boutaris for one further moment. 1 week ago, I had the great privilege of sitting next to the mayor at a dinner, and I told him that the United Kingdom was keen to strengthen and deepen our presence in Thessaloniki. And I asked the mayor, what does Thessaloniki want from Britain? And without hesitation, he replied, education. And that made and makes perfect sense. Thessaloniki is already on the map as an education destination with approximately 150,000 students, seat of the Aristotelio University, the largest institution in the country, the University of Macedonia, the technical institutes, and last but not least, of course, the International Hellenic University. And the City College University of Sheffield presence and partnership is too now a core part of that education ecosystem as well, bringing British education to the heart of northern Greece and the Balkans. And what's more, it is quality education. As a member of the UK's prestigious Russell Group of leading research-led institutions, Sheffield offers world-class teaching and research excellence across a wide range of disciplines, as you all know. It has 6 Nobel Prize winners among former staff and students, and its alumni go on to hold positions of great responsibility and influence all over the world, making significant contributions in their chosen fields. And from that base here in Thessaloniki, the international faculty is bringing that excellence, that aristia, not only to Greek students here, but helping to make the mayor's vision a reality, that is Thessaloniki, a regional hub too for study. It's striking that with a total student population of 1,300, 59% are from other nationalities from the region. And the faculty, of course, offers programs in a number of other locations across Southeastern and Eastern Europe and the Caucasus. So, ladies and gentlemen, our celebration today of your achievement, becoming graduates of a British university here in Greece, underlines for me once again the extraordinary importance of the educational ties between Greece and the United Kingdom. I never tire of saying that education is one of the most fundamental pillars of our two countries' contemporary relationship. The numbers, of course, don't tell the whole story, but are very striking. There are 11,000 Greek students studying in the United Kingdom, and an equivalent number of Greek students, in fact slightly more, 12,000, studying UK programs in Greece. The British university community benefits from the presence of an estimated 2,000 to 3,000 Greek teachers and researchers. Greece is the biggest market for UK transnational education in Europe and among the top 10 in the world. And it's also estimated overall that there are at least 300,000 British University alumni graduates living in Greece. And sometimes I feel I've met most of them already. Ladies and gentlemen, I certainly, and I'm sure most Greeks have their fingers crossed for a successful outcome from tomorrow's European Council, an outcome which will set us on the pathway to a future relationship between Britain and our European partners, which will establish cooperation and partnership in a wide range of different sectors, including education, and arrangements for mobility that will allow continued study by our valued European friends, including Greeks, in British universities. The details, of course, remain to be determined. But the extraordinary success of the model pioneered here in Thessaloniki by City College and Sheffield provides a parallel opportunity to young people from Greece and across the region to gain from British tertiary education right here at home or in the near neighbourhood. And I congratulate Sheffield and all of this year's graduates for demonstrating what can be achieved through such approaches and at such a level of excellence. So to conclude, ladies and gentlemen, there's much lively discussion here in Greece at present about the scope for expanding and upgrading and exploiting the country's potential as an international education destination. I will leave that debate to the politicians and the commentators. But the model that the City College Sheffield collaboration has created here, I'm convinced, has enormous potential for growth. Yes, there are challenges too, but with the creativity and determination and imagination that you all have shown, I'm sure that growth will be realized in the years to come. And that can only be for the benefit of thousands more Greek and other international students, but also for the good of the British institutions involved, who gain so much from international partnership and exchange. Thank you very much. Congratulations to everybody graduating today again. Thank you.
Vice President, it's a great pleasure to introduce someone who has a great passion for teaching and is described as an exceptional colleague and an inspirational leader who has actively and innovatively promoted the learning and teaching agenda for higher education in Greece and Southeast European region as Vice Principal and Faculty Director for Learning and Teaching in the University of Sheffield's International Faculty based in City College, Thessaloniki. Professor Petros Kefalas's many achievements in driving forward the learning and teaching agenda, his personal ambition to achieve the highest standards has inspired students and colleagues alike. At the heart of this success is his ability to bring people together. He's created teaching and research communities to share practice, fora for practice dissemination, among other opportunities for colleagues to share and disseminate best practice. He has also guided, inspired, and supported teaching-orientated staff from all 4 departments in the international faculty to develop a learning and teaching research profile. A significant focus of his work has always been the enhancement of the student experience and satisfaction, thus driving forward the university's learning and teaching agenda in an international context. He's shown outstanding leadership and innovation by integrating students' representation in learning and teaching committees and initiatives. Professor Kefalas's greatest has been the creation of quality assurance mechanisms and procedures which created a culture of high-quality ethos, proactive change, and accountability that lead to the current high standards of learning and teaching in a cultural context that did not particularly foster these values. In the words of colleagues, I feel privileged to have worked closely with Professor Kefalas. He's been a great mentor and a source of inspiration in my teaching. I feel deeply honored to have worked with him. Vice President, I present to you Professor Petros Kafalas of the Department of Computer Science, City College, who is receiving this year's Senate Award for Leadership in Learning and Teaching. Vice President, on behalf of the Board of the Faculty of Medicine, Dentistry and Health, I present to you Fivos Evstratios Papamalis, Doctor of Philosophy. Vice President, on behalf of the Board of the Faculty of Engineering, I present to you Dimitrios Kortesis, Doctor of Philosophy. Vice President, on behalf of the Board of the Faculty of Social Sciences, I present to you the following Doctors of Philosophy: Andreas Barasel Boffinger, Tommy Dimitrovsky, Amira Vesagits Ramhorst, Mariana Tsatsali,
Vice President, on behalf of the Board of the Faculty of on behalf of the Board of the International Faculty City College, I present to you the following Master of Arts: Michail Dirchalidis, Varvara Lemonia Ikonomou, Δέσποινα Σταυριανίδου, Marketing, Advertising and Public Relations, Πολυξένη Αρβανιτίδου, Μάριο Ντοντεύσκι, Demetra Valerieva Ivanova with distinction, Anna Jankowska, Biljana Kalenikova, Kristina Kirilovska with distinction. Tijana Malevich with distinction. Olga Momat. Borislava Momchilova. Jonathan Lenin Ortega Melo. Paola Anastasia Petrova Zbirkova. Boris Yasenov Vasilev. Natura Jaravina with distinction. Translation and interpreting. Stefania Κωνσταντίνου. Ελένη Τσατίλα. Maria Varuta with distinction. Vice President, I present to you the following Master of Science, Banking and Finance. Agim Hoxha with distinction. Gergana Plamenova Ivanova with distinction. Marko Milunic. Yeta Spagiou with distinction. Spiridon Vergos. Business Management, Technology and Innovation. Plamen Valentinov Ivanov with distinction. Tonimir Petrov. Bozidar Yordanov. Management, General, Ekaterini Dimitra Gundenoudi. Maria Margarita Kirkimji. Στυλιανός πολιτικός. Management, Human Resource Management. Pleurat Fazlia. Donika Gassi. Καλτρίνα Καϊτάζη. Σταύρος Κυριακίδης. Νικόλαος Νεράντζης Μαλίδης. Άντζελα Μιχαηλίδου. Ευστράτιος Παλαιολόγου. Ιωάννης Παπαγεωργίου. Όλγα Τερέζα Στεφάνου. Management, Leisure and Tourism Management. Κριστίνα Τσεμάλοβιτς. Damian Berislav Lusic. Χριστίνα Σοφία Ξουρή. Management, Logistics and Supply Chain Management. Θωμάς Ασκεπίδης. Απόστολος Εμμανουήλ Δερμεντζόπουλος, with distinction. Μιχαήλ Διπτένης. Άννα Αλεξάνδαρ Τζόρτζεβιτς. Φώτιος Ιωαννίδης. Ιωάννης Μαντσιάρης. Ναυσικά Αλεξάνδρα Παναγιωτίδου. Άρης Παπαδημήτρη.
Vice President, I present to you the following Masters of Arts. Ιουλία Ασλανίδου. Ευδοκία Αναστασία Μπαλάση. Αμέλεια Grace Fox with distinction. Ευαγγελία Γαρεφαλάκη with distinction. Νικολίνα Γκιουρτζή. Αθηνά Παρασκευάκης. Σπέλα Μπόρτσνικ with distinction. Ξανθή Ραχατοπούλου. Ζωή Σκόρδα with distinction. Γαριφαλιά Βασιμβόνση. Digital Marketing and Social Media. Χρύσανθος Καλογύρου. Ευαγγελία Κετικίδη. Αρετή Κώτη. Ελένη Νικολούδη. Ιωάννης Πατούσης. Σταματία Μαρία Σταματιάδου. Vice President, I present to you the following Masters of Science: Advanced Software Engineering, Web and Mobile Applications. Joanna Gosewska with distinction. Dimitar Gosewski with distinction. Ibrahim Tolai with distinction. Cognitive Neuropsychology. Vasiliki Salvari with distinction. Counseling Psychology. Sonia Isaakidou. Chrysanthi Koniou with distinction. Ευθύμιος Λάμπρου. Ειρήνη Μαυρομουστάκη. Δανάη Παπαδοπούλου with distinction. Θεοφάνης Παναγιώτης Τσέλικας with distinction.
Kalimera Kyrie Adibridini. Good afternoon, Vice President. Today we meet in the country where democracy was born. We also meet in a city where tolerance and diversity have been keys to its success. In his history of Thessaloniki, which he entitled Salonika, City of Ghosts, the historian Mark Mazawa shows us how, until the convulsions of the early 20th century, peoples of many faiths and many backgrounds lived, worked, and thrived together, making this one of Europe's great cities. Today, as well as honoring and congratulating our students, we are also honoring Yanis Boutaris, Thessaloniki's mayor, who is championing diversity and welcoming back the families of those who once lived in this city of ghosts. As Paul Cartledge, also historian, reminds us in his city History of Democracy, democratic practice in Greece was originally very different from now. In ancient Athens, men, and only men, actively took part in making the decisions affecting their city. Today, both men and women take part, but we mainly exercise democracy by electing representatives to govern on our behalf. Those we elect have tough and demanding roles, requiring leadership and judgment. And as Edmund Burke, the British political philosopher and orator, said in his famous speech to those who had just elected him in 1774 as MP for Bristol in southwest England, he owed them, and I quote, his unbiased opinion, his mature judgment, his enlightenment, and his conscience. And this too, ladies and gentlemen, is what Yanis Boutaris believes. Our honorary graduate comes from a family of wine growers and wine merchants. He was born in Thessaloniki and went on to study chemistry at the city's Aristotle University. However, winemaking was in his blood, and he went also to study winemaking in Athens. He worked his way up in the family business, eventually becoming managing director. In 1998, he set up the Kiryani vineyard, and through more hard work, he created yet another very successful business, and I greatly enjoyed your white wine yesterday over dinner, sir. So I can attest to the quality of what was produced. He served on many industry bodies, including the Assembly of European Wine Regions, the Académie Internationale du Vin, the Federation of Greek Wine and Spirit Industries, and the Hellenic Federation of Industries. Yanis Boutaris also has many cultural and environmental interests, and to allow him to spend more time on these, including entering politics, his late wife told him to hand the business over to his two sons. She said, and I quote from a newspaper interview he gave earlier this year, "You're three cockerels running one company. It's not going to work. Why don't you go off and do something else?" And he did. He founded Arcturus, a leading non-governmental organization in Greece protecting wildlife. He was the first president of Natura 2000, responsible for the nature protection areas in Greece designated under the European Union's Habitats and Birds Directive. He served on the board of the Greek branch of the World Wildlife Fund. He's involved in many cultural organizations, including as founder of the Macedonian Museum of Modern Art in Thessaloniki and of the Thessaloniki Film Festival. He has his own private collection of 6,000 kitsch objects. In his political life, Yanis Boutaris served as a municipal councillor between 2002 and 2010 and was elected as mayor, as Her Excellency the Ambassador has reminded us, in November 2010 and re-elected again in May 2014. He's worked tirelessly to improve the City Council's governance and its efficiency. He strives too to improve Thessaloniki's reputation, rediscover its identity, enlarge its cultural footprint, and modernize and internationalize the city. He's known for his open mind and his blunt frankness, for his dedication to good relations with neighboring countries, and for his active support and efforts to help Greece overcome the obstacles of its past by promoting Thessaloniki's vibrant, multicultural history. As he said in another recent interview, and I quote again, "In my view, history matters. You can't build the future of a city without knowing its past and sharing our heritage, good and bad." One of his major achievements is the foundation of the Holocaust Memorial and Human Rights Educational Center to commemorate the estimated 50,000 Jews who perished during the Nazi occupation. It is a symbol of the acceptance of diversity and of anti-racism. He wants Thessaloniki's citizens to realize what unites them with the peoples from neighboring countries. And already there have been a significant increase in visitors to Thessaloniki as it welcomed back Jews and Muslims from around the world. He also dealt with the arrival of refugees in a way that welcomed them, but also enabled Thessaloniki to be helped by them. He recognized, of course, the tensions that would arise if help was given to refugees at a time of great austerity here in Greece, when his own citizens were suffering. So he commissioned a skills audit of those seeking refuge, identifying the teachers and the doctors and others with skills who might help this city, as well as giving help to their fellow refugees. This lifted the morale amongst the refugees who did not feel their talents had been wasted, while his fellow citizens in Thessaloniki would feel the benefits of the skills those seeking refuge had brought to their city. Vice President Yanis Boutaris once told journalists that his aim is not to be liked, but to be useful. He has taken many risks doing what he believes to be the right thing. For example, when taking part in a commemoration in May this year, he was physically attacked by those opposed to his views. He was kicked in the head and legs and beaten with bottles by a group of nationalists angry over his appearance at this event. Despite needing hospital treatment for his injuries, he stayed true to what he believes, and that he's put Thessaloniki back on the map so firmly is reflected in the worldwide coverage that very night across the globe, in the Washington Post, the Israel Times, and the BBC. The service Yanis Boutaris has given to his country and to his city reflects the values of liberal democracy and of tolerance, which are hallmarks of open and successful societies. He's rightly received many honours for this service. The City Mayor's Foundation elected him the best mayor in the world. He received the Proud People Award from the lesbian and gay community of Greece for supporting human rights. He was awarded the Order of the Star of Italy from the President of Italy, and he was appointed a Chevalier of the Légion d'Honneur by the President of France. Vice President, it's now our turn, as the university that's very proud of its relationship with this city, to honor its mayor, and it is now my very great pleasure and privilege to present to you Yannis Bataris as eminently worthy to receive the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa. Many congratulations.
Good morning. Vice President, honored guests, dear graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I see here today all these young people starting a new chapter in their life. Your future is in your hands. I wish you every success on the road ahead. Congratulations to all of you and your parents. The University of Sheffield, with its international faculty, is a university of the city of Saloniki. This is how Professor Sir Keith Burnett, the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Sheffield, then presented to me the University of Sheffield during his visit to the Town Hall of Saloniki 3 years ago. I have never imagined then I would be here today. I am honored and grateful to the University of Sheffield for bestowing upon me the honorary doctorate. This is a great honor as it comes from one of the finest universities in the world and a leading research university. Let me say a few more words. In my life, I have one basic principle: truth. Whatever I say, whatever I do, must be true. Truth sometimes hurts you and others, but I believe, and I can say by personal, sometimes painful experience, at my age of 76 years old, of a rather adventurous life, that although sometimes it was very painful to say the truth to myself and others, being truthful was always rewarding. Something else I must share with you at this moment is never stopping dreaming, never stop dreaming. Dreams may become visions. Dreams can disorient you because they are not reality, but dreams are the sort of life. Without dreams, you become a machine, and humans are not machines. Dreams might never become reality, but they help you create a vision. And last, whenever you argue or you fight or you negotiate with somebody, try to be on your opponent's shoes. It will help you see things better. Thank you.
Vice President, I present to you the following Master of Business Administration, Finance, Aneta Bosevska-Georgievska. Maria Dimitrova Boyadziyska. Victoria Gorbunova. Maria Dimitar Karayanova, with distinction. Ilias Christos Lamboglu, with distinction. Kirill Makreski, with distinction. Martin Petreski. Stoyan Nikolov Tachev. Alexandra Asenov Yotsev. Eddie Alizotti, with distinction. Dimitar Agelov. Christian Ovidiu Constantin. Yanko Drakulovsky. Plamena Yosifova Gotsida. Diana Zeliaskova Kandeva, with distinction. Vladimir Vitalyevich Karatkevich. Nikolaos Koronelos. Tetiana Kozarchuk. Krenar Tsela. Konstantinos Lambakis. Irina Maltseva. Ilya Naidenov Marchev. Anna Matic. Mircea Cristian Mazilu, with distinction. Yulia Melnik. Emil Ivanov Netkov. Camelia Adina Opinkariou. Konstantin Alexandru Opran, with distinction. Delphine Pliana. Vasco Temelkoski. Igor Tripkovsky. Claudia Gabriela Tudor, with distinction. Maria Eleni Giuvara. Oksana Voltsko. Adrian Zulfiu. Healthcare Management. Alexandra Lefterova Dragalska. Oliver Nikolov, with distinction. Human Resource Management. Anelia Dimitrova, with distinction. Daniela Ivancheva, with distinction. Marko Zoran Milojkovic. Milena Szymanska. Logistics. Philippos Hadjigeorgiadis, with distinction. Spiridoula Fotopoulou, with distinction. Management. Lendita Castrati. Albert Matoshi. Bayram Rusiti. Marketing. Ευθύμιος Νικόλαος Χατζηβασιλείου, with distinction. Νεβένκα Φράγκοβα. Μάγια Γκλιγκορόφσκα. Χριστίνα Μαρία Χουίντου. Πέτια Χρήστοβα Ιβανόβα. Δήμηταρ Γιαννεύσκη. Ολιβέιρα Κωστόφσκα. Τζουλιάνα Μιχαηλόφσκα. Σταύρος Μικρογλου. Ολέξη Προκχόροφ. Παντελής Σαρίδης. Γεροσλάβα Σαβαστίεβα.
Vice President, it is a great privilege to welcome Victoria Hislop to this ceremony today, back to the city she's introduced to many millions of people across the world through her writing, a city that is renowned for its culture, history, and vibrancy. The American author Maya Angelou wrote, "By demonstrating that all peoples cry, laugh, eat, worry, and die, travel can introduce the idea that if we try and understand each other, we may even become friends." Victoria is turning her own experiences of travel and her understanding of the peoples and cultures of Southern Europe into accessible, popular novels. Translated into over 35 languages, they are testament to her skills in storytelling. Through the lens of her imagination, she brings often uncomfortable stories into focus, tugging at our heartstrings while offering history lessons that are detailed, colourful, and digestible. Victoria studied English literature at St Hilda's College, Oxford, and has confessed that her degree threw her off the trail of creative writing, as I saw all literature as something to be ripped apart and analysed. She started her career in publishing and public relations, and then a move into journalism saw her follow in the footsteps of her grandfather and great-uncles. A commission to write a feature about a health farm in Australia led to a long period of travel journalism, during which she visited every continent. Many people dream of living in a place which they love passionately. Victoria has achieved this dream as she spends part of each year in her second home of Greece. She first visited the country in the late 1970s on a visit to Athens with her mother and sister. She has described how she has a deep feeling of belonging, saying, "It is a place where I am inspired to write, where I come to live. I am an outsider and always will be, but I continually peel away the layers to find out what's inside." Her first book, The Island, published in 2005, was the result of a family holiday to Crete when she visited the former leper colony on Spinalonga. Her imagination was captured by its story and atmosphere, and she felt compelled to write a novel that brings 4 generations of inhabitants to life. A critic from The Observer wrote, "This is a vivid, moving, and absorbing tale, with its sensitive, realistic engagement with all the consequences of and stigma attached to leprosy." The Island won the influential Richard and Judy Summer Read competition and was chosen by readers as one of W.H. Smith's best paperbacks of all time. Victoria was subsequently named Newcomer of the Year at the Galaxy British Book Awards. She's described how the year following the book's publication, she took a paparazzi-style photo of rows of holidaymakers all reading the book on a beach in Greece. What a strange and gratifying experience for an author. The Island was filmed as a 26-part series for Greek television called Tonisi, which received critical acclaim and record ratings. The final episode was seen by 75% of the Greek audience. The series was also broadcast in Croatia and Finland, and Victoria was the script consultant, and she appeared as an extra alongside Manoli Fundulikis, a former leprosy sufferer and ex-resident on Spinalonga, who inspired her to learn Greek. She started having intensive lessons back in the UK. She's now confident to speak the language, appearing on television in Greece to discuss her books, and she has the ambition of being able to, quote, "read everything and anything without the presence of a dictionary." Victoria spends many months meticulously researching the background to her novels, both in the countries she writes about and in the British Library and the London Library. She's commented on the responsibility she feels in telling somebody else's history. She followed the tremendous success of The Island with The Return, a tale of flamenco, family and passion played out in modern-day and 1930s Spain. Her third novel saw a return to Greece. One journalist commented, "The thread is a romantic saga entwined with the turbulent 20th century history of Thessaloniki and continues to reflect a love affair with Greece that is as deep and passionate as that felt by any non-Greek author writing today." Vice President, our honorary graduate continues to draw inspiration from the country and its people. The Last Dance and Other Stories, a book of 10 short stories of Greek life, evokes a strong sense of place, while The Sunrise tells the dramatic stories of Cyprus in the 1970s. And her latest book, Carte Postale from Greece, is her first fully colour illustrated book and placed her again at the top of the bestsellers list, not only in the UK, but across the world. Victoria is using her high profile to bring attention to two charities. One focuses on health issues and the other on literacy. She's an ambassador for LEPRA, the UK-based international organisation that works with communities in Bangladesh, India and Mozambique to find, treat and rehabilitate people affected by leprosy. She's also an ambassador for the National Literacy Trust, supporting their work with schools and communities in the UK to give disadvantaged children the literacy skills to succeed in life. When Victoria delivered a TEDx talk in Thessaloniki in 2012, she focused on how courage inspires a novelist. At the heart of the thread is the story of how the courage of the people of this great city helped them to overcome the disasters wrought by fire, population exchange, occupation, civil war and earthquake. By introducing these extraordinary events to a massive worldwide audience, Victoria is an inspiring example of Maya Angelou's belief in how travel can result in greater understanding and stronger ties. Vice President, I present Victoria Hislop as eminently worthy to receive the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa.
Second. Try again. I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa. Many congratulations.
Vice President, Provost, Principal, Your Excellency, Ambassador of Great Britain, Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, Kyries ke Kyrie. This is a great honour being bestowed on me today, and I am indebted to the University of Sheffield for such recognition, and also to City College Thessaloniki, the international faculty. Your university is one of the top academic institutions in the UK and respected worldwide. And for me, it's a particular honour to be receiving such an award here in this city, a place which has already given me so much, namely inspiration. My first visit here was on a November day, almost a decade ago. I came for a book launch. And when I was driven from the airport and looked out through steamed-up windows at the damp pavements and everyone huddled under umbrellas, I admit that the city did not immediately display its charm. But after the presentation was over, I went for a walk and began to appreciate the evidence of this city's complex and unique history, and in particular, its former enviable status as one of the most successfully multicultural cities in Europe. I learned then that the sizable populations of Muslims and Jews had essentially disappeared within a 20-year period, a fact which both intrigued and mystified me. On that first ramble, I saw grand villas and squares, the winding streets of the old city, and impressive Roman remains. And then I came across the birthplace of Kemal Ataturk, as well as the extraordinary and moving monument to the Jewish Holocaust. When the rain finally stopped, I began to appreciate the beauty of this city. I strolled along the seafront from the old warehouses by the port, past the magnificent equestrian statue of Alexander the Great and the graceful Zongalopoulos umbrellas, and arrived at the Megara Mousikis, where I find myself today. Then at dusk, I sat at a seafront cafe and watched the sun setting behind Mount Olympus across the Gulf. The richness of history in this city, where I could walk from one side to the other in little more than an hour, ignited my imagination. What more could a writer ask for? I identify very strongly with the motto of Sheffield University, rerum cognoscere causas, discover the causes of things. There have been several moments in my writing life, all of them very significant, where I've had a strong sense of the need to delve into history to explain the present. One such moment was on my first visit to Spinalonga in Crete. At that time, I had not written a word of fiction, but I felt compelled to tell its story. And despite all professional advice, I made a former leper colony the subject of my debut novel, The Island. A similar desire to explore and discover the causes also spurred my novel about the ghost town of Famagusta, or Amochostos, in Cyprus, and indeed with my forthcoming book, some of which is set on the islands of Makronissos and in Trikeri. To find out why, when, and how, all of these are a historical novelist's mission, as well as to explore all dimensions of the past. A key such example in my literary engagement with Greece and its history was that first visit to Thessaloniki. I felt a desire to chronicle the drama and the turmoil that has been experienced by its citizens and which have shaped the city of today. I began to research and then to write the thread, Tonima in Greek, which takes the reader from the Great Fire of 1917 through the population exchange, Nazi occupation, deportation of the Jews, civil war, dictatorship, and the massive earthquake of 1978. I did not have to make up drama for Thessaloniki. There was no need. It seems there's never been a dull moment for this city. I have continued to feel a strong affinity to this wonderful place, which has since been the subject of some short stories and travel writing. And on every visit, I have found something or someone to admire. A few years ago, I had the honour of an invitation to the office of the mayor, Mr. Boutaris, and was sincerely struck by his vision of a city that should be as liberal and open-hearted in the present as it was in the past. Particularly at this time, such values have never been more important in Thessaloniki, in Sheffield, in Europe. Thank you again for honouring my work in this way. Νιώθω μεγάλη συγκίνηση για αυτή την διάκριση και αναγνώριση από το Πανεπιστήμιο του Sheffield. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ.
Vice President, I present to you Elvis Tselemeni, Bachelor of Arts in Business Studies, Accounting and Finance. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Business Studies, Accounting and Finance. Sanya Arsova. Renea Bula. Αργύριος Δημούδης. Γεχώνα Ντούση. Σαβίνα Γεωργίεβα Εζεκίεβα. Zog Dzikole. Κένγκε Χαζίρι. Γεώργιος Κλαδάκης. Χέρλι Κοτσιμπέλη. Βικτόρια Κόλεβα. Νικόλαος Μάντσιος. Λίλη Αγγέλοβα Μάρκοβα. Ντέμπορα Μητρόφσκι. Σοκράτης Μίτσας. Μίλιτσα Πάβιτς. Πλάμεν Πλαμέλοφ Πετρόφ. Βενέρα Ραγκοτσέρη. Βίτα Ρετζέπη. Στυλιανός Σιώπης. Ράγια Γιάννικ Τσβέτκοβα. Μιλένα Στογιάνοβα Ουζούνοβα. Vice President, I present to you Marina Evripidou, Bachelor of Arts in Business Studies Management. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelor of Arts with Honors, Business Studies Management. Raya Lyubomirova Andronova. Αστέριος Δαλτογιάννης. Έρζα Γκάση. Μιχαέλα Κλάβα. Έλενα Ιωσήφοβα. Κωνσταντίνος Καραγιάννης. Αθηνά Κατσακιώτη. Πολυξένη Μαρία Γκογγέλη. Τατιάνα Κοβάσεβιτς. Ισκρά Νικολόφσκα. Βασίλειος Νούσιας. Άντων Αλεξάνδροφ Πασκάλεφ. Ελισάβετ Πριμούδη. Ζωή Βαχανελίδου. Αλέξανδρος Ζαφύρης. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelor of Arts, Business Studies, Marketing. Πολυχρόνης Χαραλαμπίδης. Δημήτριος Χατζηβασιλείου. Vice President. I present to you the following Bachelor of Arts with honors. Business Studies Marketing. Marta Aguilar Martinez. Γεώργιος Αυγερινάκης. Μπογιάννα Μπανίσεβιτς. Καλίν Γιουλάνοφ Μποϊκόφ. Γρηγόριος Χατζιαλεξιάδης. Εύα Εμίλοβα Ντάνεβα. Ιωάννα Νταούλε. Στυλιανή Γαβανά. Βασιλένα Νένκοβα Γκέκοβα. Δέσποινα Γκοντοζίδου. Γεώργιος Γούτας. Άλλη Χοναραμίζ. Άιντα Χότσα. Φώτιος Δημήτριος Καραγιάννης. Ολυμπία Κατσίκη. Νικόλαος Αρσένιος Κοφοκότσιος. Ζάνα Κρασνίτσι. Χριστίνα Μαυρουδή. Αλέξανδρος Περπερής. Μαγδαλένα Λιουμπομίροβα Σαράφοβα. Θεόφιλος Σαβαΐδης. Ναστάσια Στόσιτς. Άντζα Τόμιτς. Τζούρτζια Τόμιτς. Σάσα Βιντόγεβιτς. Βάχταν Ξαντινίδης. English Language and Linguistics. Bedri Aliou. Βασίλειος Ανδρεανίδης. Ηλίας Μπιλιόπουλος. Αναστασία Ειρήνη Παπαδοπούλου. Βαλεντίνος Πελάγος. Σοφία Σιαμάτρα. Ευαγγελία Τσιρονά. Περσεφόνη Τυφλιώρη.
Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelors of Science, Computer Science, Παναγιώτης Γλεντής. Παντελής Παράσκος. Απόστολος Σιδηρόπουλος. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelors of Science with honors. Computer Science, Ρίνα Μπασόλη. Στίνα Φεϊσουλάχου. Μπάρτα Γιακούπη. Έρικον Καστράτη. Παντελεήμων Κωνσταντινίδης. Αγάπη Χρυσή Κυρτσίδου. Γεώργιος Λοβάτσης. Άρπνον Μωρίνα. Ιωάννης Σπυρίδης. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelors of Science, Computer Science, Business Informatics. Σοφία Αποστολίδου. Αλέξανδρος Παπαντονίου. Ζωή Μάργαρετ Σερέτη. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelor of Science with honors, Computer Science, Business Informatics. Ερνέτ Γκραϊτσεύσκη. Διαμάντ Χασάνη. Άρμπερ Χασίμια. Βασίλειος Κίκαλος. Computer Science, Internet Computing. Αλεξάνδρου Κουτάν. Φώτης Κουτούπας. Φώτιος Μεντεσόπουλος. Σπυρίδων Βαρνάς. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelors of Science, Psychology. Χαρά Κοτανίδου. Αγόρο Παπαδοπούλου. Στέργιος Τριανταφυλλίδης. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelors of Science with honors, Psychology. Άννα Αρχοντοπούλου. Ανέστης Αθανασιάδης. Όλγα Αθανασιάδου. Ξένια Μπανίσεβιτς. Γεώργιος Ευάγγελος Πληγούρας. Ευάγγελος Δομουτζίδης. Θεοδόρα Φιλίππου. Κριστίνα Γκάβοβιτς. Μάρκο Γιοβανόφσκι. Ελένη Καραγιάννη. Κλεονίκη Καρανικόλα. Ιωάννης Κεχαγιάς. Παναγιώτα Κεσικίδου. Φίλιππα Εκατερίνη Κουνιάκη. Μαρίγια Κρίστιτς. Δήμητρα Λαχτάρα. Δημήτριος Μιχούδης. Παναγιώτα Τζόρτζ Ντελιοπούλου. Δέσποινα Παπαδάκη. Ιωσήφινα Πασχαλίδου. Εκατερίνη Ιωάννα Πουρνάρα. Χελιντόνα Σέρμπο. Δέσποινα Σωτηριάδου. Ευθυμία Τσαλικίδου. Φωτεινή Βαφιάδου.
Vice President, it is a pleasure to introduce someone described by her colleagues, and I quote, as the hidden hero behind the sustained quality and novelty of our programme of study in computer science at City College, Thessaloniki. Ms. Anna Zotiriavou has been continuously driven by her passion for learning and teaching and her commitment to higher education values. Her work is distinguished by innovation and enthusiasm in all aspects that influence the student experience. She's been at the forefront of working towards a holistic approach to program design that mirrors the program-level approach now being developed across the university as a whole. Students have also benefited profoundly from Ms. Zotiriavou's work. Supporting students' engagement in their own learning has been high on her agenda as head of the department. Her innovative educational practices have a major impact both on the students' learning experience as well as on their perceptions and awareness. She's introduced a tutorial scheme whereby students work in groups with a tutor towards the acquisition of academic, transferable, and employability skills, and self-reflection exercises customized to the level of study. She has consistently encouraged student engagement in extracurricular interdisciplinary activities and their involvement in a variety of learning communities. In relation to graduate attributes, she delivers workshops to students to communicate the distinctiveness of the Sheffield learning experience and with the aim of cultivating a reflective approach in students. Under her continuous guidance, support and encouragement, the department has grown its portfolio of programs offered in southeastern Europe, providing opportunity for students to experience a truly international education. In the words of one of her colleagues, Ms. Zotiriavou's selflessness is only matched by her passion for establishing authentic, meaningful and engaging learning and teaching experiences for students, and her ability to cultivate a sense of family for both staff and students. Vice President, I present you Ms. Anna Zotiriavou of the Department of Computer Science, City College, who is receiving a Senate Award for Sustained Excellence in Learning and Teaching. Vice President, on behalf of the University of Sheffield's International Faculty, City College, I wish to recognise the following members of staff who have been awarded the Postgraduate Certificate in Learning and Teaching. I would ask each individual to stand as their name is read out, to remain standing, and for the audience to applaud all staff once the last name is announced. Agnes Brunet. Anastasios Diamantidis. Dimitris Thranidis. Pavlos Gassis. Petros Golitsis. Thanos Hagiapostolou. Petros Kefalas. Stelios Kihayas. Aristea Lavas. Thomas Largas. Christakis Liasidis. Thomas Manzares. Akaterina Marazi. Eleftherios Papadopoulos. Angelika Papakonstantinou. Pascalia Patsala. George Pavlidis. Andrew Salisbury. Evangelos Sepetis. Panagiota Skoulariki. Ioanna Stamatopoulos. And finally, Zoe Tazioka.
Your Excellencies, Deputy Prime Minister of Kosovo, Dr. Enver Hoxha, British Ambassador to Greece, Mrs. Kate Smith, thank you very much for your very kind words. Mayor, Provost and Deputy Vice Chancellor, Vice President, distinguished guests, dear colleagues, families and friends, and above all, dear graduates. I'm delighted to welcome you all to this very special day. Καλώς ήρθατε. Μύρσε έρδετ. Dobredovski. Dobredoidovde. Dobrodolsi. Bine ați venit. Vidaemo. It's a great feeling to see people from almost every country of Southeast Europe and beyond be here today. Very many of you have traveled from all over the region to join this graduation ceremony. We are all here to celebrate the achievement of these great people in front of us, and we are absolutely delighted to see them walk on the stage and receive their degrees today. I would like, therefore, first and foremost, to offer my very, very sincere congratulations to all you graduates. We are all very proud of you and your accomplishments. You are here today through your own hard work and your capacity and determination to face the challenges of top-quality university learning. I will use a phrase by John Henry Newman from his very influential book, The Idea of a University, to attempt to describe what higher education is about. He says, if a practical end must be assigned to a university course, it is that of training good members of society. Its art is the art of social life, and its end is fitness for the world. You have been through an educational experience shaped by the essence of this phrase. You have learned to acquire in-depth knowledge, think independently, challenge the known, search for the truth, challenge the ways you think and act and change them, develop high levels of critical thinking and understanding, cultivate your personality, but above all, you have learned how to learn. What you have experienced has been a truly international education, an education that meets the demands of today's complex, contemporary environment. Socrates, the great Greek philosopher, magically said some 2,500 years ago, I'm neither an Athenian nor a Greek, I'm a citizen of the world. You have been equipped with the culture, the knowledge, the skills and the capacity to become successful citizens of the world. It is true that it was a very demanding and challenging experience, but I hope an enjoyable and a very rewarding one. Apart from working hard, you had numerous moments of fun and joy, and you have made friends that will be with you throughout your lives. You are now University of Sheffield graduates. You are graduates of one of the best 100 universities in the world, and you have every reason to be proud of it. Your degree carries the hallmark of quality graduates and is highly regarded around the globe. We are absolutely confident, all of us in the stage, that in an era that's characterized by turbulence, by uncertainty, by instability, but also by huge opportunities, you possess all the qualities to belong to the next generation of leaders of society and industry. Next year, we will celebrate the 30th anniversary of City College. You can see that we have gray hair, no hair. When we established the college in 1989, we had a dream to create an institution of the highest quality in the historic city of Thessaloniki, but for the whole Southeast European region. A truly international institution that would strive for excellence, make a difference, change the lives of its students, and change the world around us. Today, the international faculty is a leading regional institution contributing to the development of the people, the societies, and the economies in this part of the world. Our students and our graduates here today come from all over the region. Apart from the main campus in Thessaloniki, we run programs in Bucharest, Sofia, Belgrade, Kiev, Yerevan, Tbilisi, Baku, and Athens. We run these programs either on our own or in collaboration with our distinguished partners, such as the National School of Political and Administrative Studies in Bucharest, the New Bulgarian University in Sofia, the Athens Tech College in Athens. Our alumni, the thousands of our graduates, occupy today leading positions in many countries, making a real difference in their workplaces and societies. They are ministers, CEOs of big companies, presidents of public and private organizations, successful scientists, and entrepreneurs. Our research has had a high impact in the region and beyond, building knowledge capacity and providing evidence for governments, other organizations and businesses to inform their policies in social, economic, and planning fields. Now and since 10 years ago, City College is a full academic part, a faculty of our leading global university, the University of Sheffield. This is a unique development and achievement worldwide and a mark of excellence. I hope that all you graduates will take pride in saying that you studied with us and you are part of our alumni community. Distinguished guests, dear graduates, this is the time now. There are people who contributed the most towards this graduation, and now is our opportunity to thank them. First of all, I would like to congratulate and thank our academics. Who are sitting there in their colorful gowns. Our administration staff and our colleagues from Sheffield. These are the people who, with talent and real care and interest, have taught, advised, challenged, listened, and helped its graduates to be in this position today. Many congratulations should go to the parents, to the spouses, to the partners, to the families, for their full support, both emotionally and financially, and often sacrifices to enable the success that our graduates enjoy today. I would like also to take this opportunity to express our deepest thanks to the leadership of our university in the person of our Provost and Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Jill Valentine, for the inspiration, the guidance, and the support to the international faculty and its work. Next, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to George and Fotinis Stratigakis. Fotinis is there. The presidents of our holding organization for their commitment and dedication to the development of a unique educational institution in Southeast Europe. Last and most important, I would like to thank you, graduates, for all those things that we have achieved together, but above all, for all those things that we have learned from you. Today is the beginning of a new association with us. You will be joining our alumni community, and you will always be part of us. As a final note, I will quote Mark Twain, the famous American writer. He wrote, "20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, explore, dream, discover." We wish you every success in your endeavors. Go out there, inspire and lead. Make your difference in the world and contribute to a better future for society at large. Thank you very much.
You'll be pleased to know I'm the last one. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, honorary graduates, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, many, many congratulations. Well done indeed, well done. It's a real delight to be here in a historic, beautiful Thessaloniki, celebrating what you've achieved as students over the last few years of your lives. We may be a long way in physical distance from Sheffield, but you are very much our graduates, and you will go out from this hall and from this institution bearing that name. You will be our ambassadors. You will be the people that make a difference in the world, and you're doing it as graduates of the University of Sheffield, and you should be so proud of yourselves and what you've achieved. What most of you won't have realized is how much pride there were in the faces of the students as they came towards me across the stage. And did you note? Nobody tripped. It was brilliant. So well done. I can also attest by the strength of the handshakes that the world is in very safe hands with you. Today is a day of celebration, and you must celebrate. These days are often forgotten too quickly, and they pass by in a flash. So celebrate well today. Celebrate with your friends, with your families, with your colleagues, and academic colleagues as well. Enjoy the day. It will flash by otherwise, but have a lot of fun, okay? That's really important, because tomorrow's another day. So have fun celebrating. But reflect on what you've achieved. What have you done during the course of your studies? You've been challenged by what we've put in front of you in terms of your programs. You've worked with colleagues and friends from across the region. You've learnt new things. You've discovered new things. And you've challenged yourselves in ways that you perhaps didn't think was possible before you enrolled on your course and became part of the University of Sheffield. It is a university that has a long tradition. We have over 170,000 alumni across the world, 4,500 of whom have come from this faculty, which is a tremendous achievement. They're spread over the globe. They're making a difference right across the globe, whether it's in industry or commerce, in charity, or just in general civil life. They're out there making their difference, making their way in the world in the way that they want to do it. And that's the most important thing about today. This is not the end. It's very much the beginning of the next steps in your life. and it's for you to choose what that path takes. But what I hope we've done is given you the tools, the skills, the insight to go out and follow that path, and to be bold, to be creative, to be proud of what you are, because that's really important to hold on to, the values that you have, the learning that you have, the knowledge that you have. Use that to good ends. Use that in ways that will make a difference. Take the wonderful words of our honorary graduates today, Victoria Hislop and Maya Butaris. Take those wonderful warm words about this city, but about learning and about doing something creative. Remember those words. They should be with you for life. Take them with you and go out and make that difference. We've given you the chance to be creative, to think differently, to work together, to work in teams, to be tolerant, to think of others, to be, in a way, a person that can work with others, can bring across their own viewpoint, can share it in a tolerant and peaceful way, but to make that difference. And that's what graduates should be doing. That's what education is about. It's not simply the facts, the numbers, the bits of information. It's about what you do with it. It's about the creativity. It's about the reflection. And it's about being tolerant and reflective of others. Today is an exciting day, but the world out there can feel quite daunting and challenging. It seems to change rapidly. There seems to be a lot going on. It's exciting, it's turbulent, it's uncertain, but above all else, it's not dull. And what I hope is that you will go out there and be able to act in that world and do something of a difference. There are lots of people out there to help you. Our alumni networks are there to help you. What you will find is that they are very proud of having been associated with the University of Sheffield. Do draw on their experiences. They want to help. They know what you've done. They know what you're capable of, but they can help you in so many different ways. Don't lose touch with either Thessaloniki, City College, or the University of Sheffield. You're always part of our institution, and of that, we're very proud. So ultimately, though, it's about you getting to this point. You have worked extremely hard. I know what it takes to get to this point, whether it's a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, or indeed a PhD. It is a mountain to climb, but you've all climbed it, and many congratulations for doing that. But of course, you haven't done it on your own. You've been helped along the way, and you've done it in ways that have been collaborative and so forth. So I'm going to ask you to do one thing for me. The people at the back and the sides of this hall have been there for you. They've supported you emotionally, spiritually, physically, and as the parent of 2 daughters who have been through university, financially too. So what I would like you to do is I want all our graduates to please stand up, to face your friends, supporters and loved ones, and show your thanks to all of them for what they've given you and supported you. Thank you. Please be seated again. So, just to finish off, as you go from this hall, as you continue your celebrations, but as you go on into the rest of your life, be open to the challenges and questions of life. Don't close your mind. Be willing to use your understanding to make that difference. This will be a life-changing moment for you. It's a milestone for you. Use it well. Go out with confidence, but with humility. Challenge the world, but be kind. Be curious, but be tolerant. Be ambitious, but be careful. Strive hard to achieve what you want to do. Strive hard to make the difference you want to make. But above all else, remember where you've come from. Remember your heart is with the University of Sheffield, with City College. And remember, we're always here for you. Whatever you do in life, make a success of it, enjoy it, have fun, and just as the Americans would say, knock it out of the park. Okay. Thank you so much. Efarasto. I now declare this congregation closed. Would you please be upstanding as the procession leaves the hall? Thank you.